Put your right hand in the air if you're all about the good vibes. Left hand in the air if you're happy to be alive. Put your right hand in the air if you're all about the good vibes. Left hand in the air. He tell me he finished work after 10, but he sit down by the bar with his friends. And every time I call he phone, people laughing and I home alone. But I love him and I need him. I wish he would stop playing games. But I love him and I need him, even though he drives me insane. If you're happy to be alive, put your right hand in the air. If you're all about the good vibes, left hand in the air. 1, 2, wind down low. 3, 4, wind down slow. He tell me he finished work and he buy he mother house. And when I call his sister, he buy he partner house. What he want me to? Who lying for who? Love is all I want, but they have me like a. Oh no. He tell me he finished work after 10, but he sit down by the bar with his friends. And every time I call he phone, people laughing and I home alone. But I love him and I need him. I wish he would stop playing games. But I love him and I need him, even though he drives me insane. If you're happy to be alive, put your right hand in the air.
I wish more women realize that helping another woman win, cheering her on, praying for her, or sharing a resource with her does not take away from the blessings coming to them. In fact, the more you give, the more you will receive. Empowering women does not come from selfishness, but from selflessness. Bindu. Welcome to Get Real with Shameeza. I'm your host, Shameeza Ali, and it is truly a pleasure to be here with you this evening. How is everyone week going? I hope you guys are having a fantastic week because I am surely having a fantastic week. Tonight on Get Real with Shameeza, it's all about women empowerment, and I'm super excited to meet these ladies and get to know them. I know you're all excited to meet them as well, but first, let me introduce you to my co host for tonight. She's a Guyanese beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss World Guyana in 2014, and she represented Guyana at Miss World in 2014 in London and placed top 11. She was also crowned Miss Universe Guyana 2017 and has represented Guyana at Miss Universe 2017 pageant. Please welcome my co host for tonight, Miss Zara Khan. Welcome, Zara.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for that introduction, Shameeza. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we go have some fun
We
tonight.
sure will have some fun tonight. Guys, I do want to remind everyone please take a moment, share this live with your friends and family, like and follow our page, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for future event notification. Uh, at this time, Zara, I do want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for tonight's show:
Of course.
Ina's Driving School, Navin Sing Music, and as well as Riyadh Khan from Allstate Insurance. Guys, you need to check these guys out for all your needs.
Enos Driving School offers training for CDL licenses, including tractor trailers, trucks, and school buses. Just think, with a CDL license, you can have access to thousands of driving jobs at large companies such as FedEx, UPS, MTA, or New York Sanitation. Enos Driving School also offers defensive driving courses and training classes for cars and motorcycles, all taught by their college-trained instructors who can even schedule your road test appointments. Inquire about other driving and training packages as well. You might even be qualified for their free CDL training, as they are a certified institution with the New York State Workforce One program. Call Enos Driving School today. They've been serving our community for over 10 years.
Gavin sing at Rancho. Yeah, my liquor is my lover. I was born a drinker. Yeah, my liquor is my lover. I was born a drinker.
A little special. Say hello to everybody. Say hi. Wave hi.
Hello, sweetheart.
Yes, that blow kiss.
I think she wants to send us a kiss.
There you go.
There we go.
Yes, bye-bye now. Good job. Good job.
Zara, thank you for sharing her with
Of
us.
course.
How's
So,
she doing? She's almost one, right?
I know it's so hard to believe she's making steps. As you can hear, she's speaking to a certain extent. Words are coming out. She is a full-blown grown woman, and it's breaking my heart.
Breaking your heart. Can you imagine? Oh my God, it just feels like just the other day you were just winning pageants and you were doing amazing things, and now you're a mom and you still continue to do amazing things.
Thank you.
How,
Yeah,
how do you keep up with all these things?
I have no clue. I think it's the lime water.
Has to be the lime water. We were talking about that earlier, right? It has to be that. And your grandma makes this for you, right?
Yes, yep, every day fresh, and it's actually something she really loves as well too. So works out great.
Yeah, it's amazing. My 5-year-old, who was born here, just loves lime water.
Yeah,
And for those of you, it's lemonade basically.
yeah.
For, who are not, born in Guyana or Trinidad. If you're American, it's lemonade technically.
It's basically
right?
yes, it's homemade fresh lemonade.
Great, guys. So I do want to remind everyone, Ina's Driving School is adding another location at 10524 Cross Bay Boulevard soon. They have also said to me that they're giving a 10% discount to viewers if you mention Get Real with Shameeza. Navin's Music just released a song last week, the one that you just saw. Please check it out and look out for his upcoming music. And please call my friend Riyadh Khan at Allstate Insurance for all your financial and insurance need. Mention Get Real with Shameeza and you'll get a special gift from him. So, Zara,
Yes.
we have an exciting show coming up, don't we?
I'm excited for it. I was able to get a little sneak preview of who we are having on the show today, and awesome ladies. I cannot wait.
So I cannot wait either. I do want to, get us started. I see
Sure.
some great comments here, guys. Keep the comments coming because we're looking at the comments. We're excited as you are. Christina Chana says that she like lime water or lime wash, and I know you call it swank earlier as well,
Yep.
Zara.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
it's good weather. It's a refresher drink, says Nafisa Farzana Mohammed. Uh, oh my God, so many comments, guys. Keep the comments going. We're enjoying these comments. So, uh, as much as I want to go through the comments, I do want to get you guys introduced to our guests and get this show started tonight. So, let me get this opportunity to introduce you to our first guest.
Yes.
She grew up as a minority. She saw firsthand how vulnerable children were in low income households and environments. She believes children are the future and they deserve love and protection. Her advocacy to fight against child trafficking began as she noticed the relevant issue with youth in her community. A visionary leader, inspiration, and agent of change, she is on the front lines to combat child transportation and abuse, one community at a time. As Miss New Jersey International, her voice is stronger than ever and hopes to collaborate with like minded organizations. Some of her accomplishments that she has achieved during her reign: a virtual story reader to low income children to promote education and literacy, Instagram Live series with guests to speak about various topics within trafficking, was a mentor to youth girls of, of color during a summer seminar teaching them that girls have the power to do more, hosted an event for homeless and high risk women to provide them with basic care necessities and trafficking flags. She led a Queen for a Day workshop where she taught young girls how to be confident and love themselves as a queen would. She also hosted a virtual yoga class for Self Care Sunday. I know that you're all excited. Please welcome my very first guest for tonight, Miss Adrianna Acosta, Miss New Jersey 2021.
Yay, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing good. That was such a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much.
She makes you blush, right?
I
It's the same thing. She's like, you're sitting there, you're like, oh my God, no.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I know you have a great show planned, so I'm very excited.
So I know you ladies are very busy. Miss Zara here with me as my co-host tonight. She is super busy as well. So I do want to take this opportunity to thank you for being here, and I'm excited to have you here. And I'm really looking forward to, really get going with our questions and our comments and everything. So first of all, Andriana, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I know you mentioned before, I am a minority. My family's from Puerto Rico, but I grew up actually on Long Island, and then I moved to New Jersey about 5 years ago with my sister. But I am actually the first in my family to graduate with a Bachelor's of Science degree in Multimedia Design and Technology. So it's a lot of words, but essentially what it means is I have a degree to be a coder and work on websites and do graphic design. And that's what I do in my everyday life. But besides for my professional life, I'm Miss New Jersey. I have the opportunity to work in my community and really advocate on human trafficking in minority communities. So, oh, and not to mention, I love food. Who doesn't? But dancing, all that.
Don't you just love it? Everybody looks at you and you're like, oh, she's a beauty queen. She probably doesn't eat much. And you're like,
Oh, I can eat.
you have no idea how much I actually eat.
I know. In Puerto Rican culture, or I should say in any Hispanic or Caribbean culture, food is a big part of it. Food, music, dancing, family, it's all one. So, being Puerto Rican, I love food.
Perfect. speaking of family and food, I know family is very important to you. What would you say is the strongest values that you have received from your family?
I would say the strongest core values is, or yeah, my strongest core value within my family is love. And I think that's a, when people think of it, it's a very vague term, but love, I think, is at the core, the center of my family and who we are. We're the type of family that, we celebrate our accomplishments together. We celebrate our failures together. We do everything together. And I think love is the backbone of that. And right now, I think society needs to kind of remember that. And I think as people and as a society, we just need to go back to that value of having love and loving one another.
Absolutely agree with that. I see Zara is shaking her head there too, right, Zara?
Oh,
This is
very
kind
much
of
so.
your thing too, because I see you on Instagram, I see you on Facebook and social, and you do a lot with family, right?
I mean, I like she says, we may be a minority side of it, but I believe that's one of the biggest things that growing up with it's instilled within us. Family
Yep.
is everything.
Yeah, exactly. Family is everything, and we do it all together. When I was a kid, we used to travel to Florida, every few Christmases, but we would literally pile up in my parents' van and we would make the 24-hour drive down to Florida. And I have these memories now as an adult, but that's something we did as a family that not many people can say they did.
Definitely. And it's truly the moments that matter, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, I have two older kids, and having those moments are definitely times that I've enjoyed. And I'm sure it's memories that they truly take with them forever.
Yeah, and
So
it's
thank
almost like it's a weird feeling because as a kid and even as a teenager, you don't really think you'll remember it, and you don't really think that you'll ever go back to that memory until you're a full-grown adult and you think about it and you're just like, "Oh yeah, I remember way back when," or "I remember when we did this as a family." And it's kind of that nostalgia that you almost wish you would have held on to those memories a little longer.
definitely. I agree with you. And so your platform is child trafficking. What can you tell us about this, and how are you helping to eradicate this?
So, with human trafficking, I think it's a topic that everyone kind of knows exists, but I think
Mhm.
people think it only happens in other countries, in third world countries in Europe. But the truth is, it happens right here in America. It happens in New Jersey. It happens in New York. It happens everywhere. In fact, New Jersey is, as of 2021, in January, New Jersey is ranked number, I believe, 11 for highest rate of human trafficking. And it's July and we're to number 11. I think it's insane that people don't really talk about it,
Right.
because it happens so often and it doesn't happen like you would see in movies. No one's, it's not this aggressive kidnapping. It happens every day in stores. It's people we know. And I think that's why it needs to be talked about a little more. And that's why I'm doing so much in my community. Um, One of the biggest vulnerabilities for human trafficking are minorities. And, being a minority, being Hispanic,
Mhm.
um, I didn't know that growing up. My community didn't know that. I don't even think my parents knew that growing up. It's just because it wasn't talked about. No one really cared to educate us on that. And so, what I want to do is, I want to bring that education to minorities and to my community to make others aware, because if I didn't know it and my family didn't know it and my community didn't know it, there is a high chance that other minority communities didn't know that either. And the more we talk about it and the more education we're bringing to the table, the more that we'll be able to spot those signs and and pick up on just little things that makes you say, that's not right, that doesn't look right, that almost looks like trafficking, and then know what to do from there. So
Definitely. Sarah, you can go ahead with your questions and comments at this time.
So, for me, I've been in your place where you are right now. I do have a nonprofit of my own. And so I understand the whole idea of advocacy and getting to where we need to be. Let's see here. One of my questions that I would have for you. If you could change one thing about the world, kind of in line with this, what would it be? It doesn't have to technically be this, and it could be more than one thing, but I would love to hear
Yeah.
what you
If I could change one thing about the world, I mean, if I could change the world, but change happens one day at a time and with one issue at a time. But going back to my core values, I think I would instill more love in people's hearts, and that is a very big thing to do, and it's almost unteachable. You can't teach love, but you can show love, and you can show people how to show love, if that makes sense. And by doing that, we would be able to knock out and eliminate so many issues that are going on with the world. It honestly all goes back to love. When there's love in people's hearts, people are different. They act different. Their intentions are different. And so if I could do one thing, just one thing to change the world, I would teach others to show more love. Yeah.
I love that.
It's a
Love
big
is the
ask.
answer. Love is the answer is what I'm hearing, Zara. What are you
Yeah.
hearing?
Yeah,
Love is the answer.
yes, it is. It's the key to it all. I like that very much so.
I
Great
mean,
answer.
it's not
Great
easy,
answer.
and it's not easy at all, and
It's a
it's
powerful
hard.
answer, but the thing about it is what I love is that it's something that you genuinely and truly feel about, and it shows, and I feel like you said, if you can continue doing that, it can make a difference.
Yeah, of course. And I know it's so cliche. Love makes the world go round. But it's just this feeling of when you're able to do something with coming from a place of love, you never regret it. So
Definitely.
when you can change something with coming from a place of love, you will never look back on that and say, I wish I didn't do that, because it comes
There'll
from
be
a
no
place of love.
regrets.
Exactly.
Yes, there'll be no regrets. I see. Speaking of love, I see. I'm assuming it's your mom, Ellie Acosta, and she said, "I'm so proud of my amazing daughter. We are so proud of her too." So thank you for your comment there. I know that you said you were the first in your family to um, do a few different you were first to get your bachelor of science degree, so me being one of the first women in my family as well to accomplish a few different things, I can tell you it is definitely a great feeling. So since you have become the first in your family to earn a bachelor of science in multimedia development from DeVry University recently, how does that feel? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh my God. Yeah, so uh, it's such a feeling. So essentially, I went to college after high school, and then, I dropped out because I changed my major. I changed a bunch of things. When I went back, I had to stop again because, I couldn't afford it. I Life got in the way, and I became an adult, and I had to work full time while also going to school full time. And so it was a big thing. It was hard. So when I finally graduated in December, I actually just had my graduation ceremony Saturday, this past weekend. And
Congratulations.
thank you. And let me tell you, when I say, like, I get emotional, but it's such a, like, a I did it feeling, to be the first in my family to bring my culture to this, to be that woman that not only did I get my degree, I did it with honors. And that is so monumental in my family and to me personally. But to see my parents so proud of me, it's just, I get emotional. But honestly, it's almost life changing. It just brings me so much pride, and not even just pride, but happiness and gratefulness. I feel grateful that I was able to have the determination to continue going to school while working full time. That's hard stuff, but I did. And every time I look at my degree, I am so unbelievably proud of myself and proud of my family for their support, and for them to push me. It's so easy to fall into the loop of, okay, well, I'm just not going to do that, I'm just going to work. But I pushed myself, and when my ceremony was virtual, but when I heard my name and Adrianna Acosta, Bachelor's of Science, Multimedia Design and Development, magna cum laude, I was just on cloud nine. I was so proud of myself, and I think I hope my parents were proud of me, but
I'm sure they are.
just having their love and support was just, I was speechless. And I hope
Definitely.
everyone gets that feeling in some way or another, just that feeling of, Mom, I did it, Dad, I did it. I hope I made you proud. That feeling.
Yes, definitely. Speaking of, proud, Zara, I know you have a lot of things too that, you've been doing that makes your mom. I see your mom all over social media. Super proud of you as well. So, with that said, I would love for you to ask your next question.
So I know with anyone in life, whether you are a beauty queen, whether you are anybody in life, they take risks, and with those risks can become you can get great reward, or you take lessons from them. So what is one of the biggest risks you've taken, and what did you take away from it?
So, one of the biggest risks I've taken, and I mean, I'm not even really done with it, is my pageant. Let me tell you, being on a stage with all these people staring at you in, not even just evening gown, but fitness, it is so intimidating. You have hundreds of people looking at you, judging you, because that's their job. That's what you're being judged on, your walk and everything. It takes confidence, it takes courage, it really takes guts. So that's my it's such a big risk, because you go into it think not really knowing what to expect. You go into it, okay, I don't really know how many people are in the audience. The light is really bright, but you hear your name and you're walking down, and the risk is, am I going to trip? Am I not going to look right? Is my body going to be weird? Am I going to be having a weird face? Does my hair look off? Are my hands supposed to be where they are? All that is going through your head when you're walking. And then another thing, oh my God, am I walking too fast? All these things. It is a big risk, because you're putting yourself out there, right? And anytime you do that, you risk, your own self-confidence, and you risk something that you built for yourself. And so I'm actually leaving on Saturday to go to my international pageant, and I compete next week. And it is a risk that I'm taking, but I know that after that week, I'm going to get so much more out of it than what I put in. I'm going to get so many new friends and girls, and I'm going to gain more confidence than I ever had going in. Because like I said, you go in, you're on a stage, people are looking at you. But the second you walk off that stage, guaranteed, you want to get back on. Because it's almost a feeling, it's like there's my name, it's being called, that type of feeling. So yeah, it's risky, but what reward isn't?
Very much so.
Definitely. And speaking of being judged and putting yourself out there, Zara and I want to play judges, and we want to pretend as judges that we're in a beauty pageant and you are a contestant. So, Zara, are you ready for this?
I am so ready. Are you ready, Miss New Jersey International?
Yeah, there. That is
I
the question.
am.
Great. Zara, go ahead with your first question for Miss New Jersey.
Miss New Jersey International, if you could be president for one day, what would you do with that day?
That day, I would fully enact a bill that protects human trafficking survivors. It is called the Damage Repair Credit Bill. And what that does is it prevents creditors and credit reporting companies from giving bad marks to survivors. So in a nutshell, what happens when people are human trafficked is their credit, all of that goes out the window. They get really bad credit, and so when they become survivors, they're not able to get jobs, they're not able to buy homes, because the credit is washed, it's done. And so with this bill, it prevents creditors and credit companies from giving these marks and giving these bad marks to human trafficking survivors, so that when they come out, they don't have to worry. I mean, they have enough to worry about, but they don't have to worry about, oh my God, how am I going to find a car? How am I going to find a home? My credit is shot. So I think I would definitely enact that bill. That's an important one, and I don't think it's being talked about.
Wow, Zara, great answer. I feel a lot of enlightenment here and just awareness, right? So, great answer there. If you were crowned Miss USA tonight, what would be the first thing on your agenda to target?
Well, if I was crowned Miss International,
Yes.
I would target human trafficking education. So, whereas I mentioned before the bill,
Mhm.
with education, what I really want to do is I want to get schools to teach human trafficking signs to not only their students, but I want teachers to learn it, because a lot of times students and kids, they are being trafficked and they're in these situations that, you know, teachers should be able to pick up on. And so I want teachers to know this. I want them to be able to spot situations and know right off the bat what to do. I also want to be able to, for teachers to teach their kids that, and to teach students that, and know what to look for in people, the same way they teach not sex trafficking, sex education to middle schoolers. Why aren't they teaching sex trafficking and human trafficking education to students? That's what I want to know. But
That's a
that's
great
what I would do.
question. That's a great question. And if I do have a teacher on in the future, I will definitely ask that question.
Yeah, it's one of
Right,
those
Zara?
things.
I think it's a great question.
I think so.
It's one of those things that, again, not people don't realize, and they don't. It's like a weird thing to talk about. No one wants to talk about it, but change isn't going to happen unless we talk about it. And
And
so
it starts at our grassroots. I truly, truly agree with that.
Definitely. I do want to take a question from one of our viewers. Shanice Balgobin Mangro says, what made you want to become a beauty queen?
what made me want to become a beauty queen? So, um, growing up, I mean, beauty queens and pageantry was not really, I don't want to say it wasn't allowed, because I mean, we were allowed to do everything, but it wasn't really a thing in my culture, you know. We didn't, it just wasn't really a thing. And growing up, I never really thought about it, but I once saw one girl on Miss USA, and you know, she was Spanish, and I was like, oh, she's Spanish, I'm Spanish, but she had straight hair, and I don't have straight hair. I have very curly hair. And so I thought, I was like, well, why doesn't, out of all these girls, I don't see any curly hair. I mean, this girl, yeah, she looks like me. She's, you know, tan and brown like me, but she doesn't have curly hair. And, you know, the next year I saw another pageant, and I was like, well, these girls, they don't have curly hair. Why? Is that a rule? I didn't really know. And so when I entered my very first pageant, it was because I was like, well, you know, I think there should be more Spanish girls walking the stage. And so I did my very first pageant, except I did it with straight hair, because I was kind of ashamed of my curly hair, because I was the only one with curly hair. And so I said, I was like, I think there should be more Spanish girls on the stage, but I don't want to wear my hair curly because no one else is. And I lost. But when I did another pageant, and it was the first time I had my curly hair, and let me tell you, I was blown away by the support, and just I was in awe. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, your curls, they're beautiful. You should wear your hair curly more often." And when I did my pageant for the current title, I had my curly hair and I won. And ever since then, I look back at, you know, my younger self, and I was like, you know, yes, there should be more Hispanic girls coming from, you know, low income neighborhoods, low income minorities on the stage. And they should have their natural hair. I want that. I want to see that on a stage. And I became that, and I'm proud of it. And I hope that when I compete next week, I hope that some girls look at me and they see their, I hope they see themselves.
Definitely, definitely for you know, great. I love that. I'm speechless because I have curly hair too, and we always try to get it different. And I know one of the
Yeah,
things that when I spoke to you a few probably over a month ago, that's one of the things that you said to me, that you keep your hair natural the way it is, and you just love doing
yeah.
that.
And I mean, I'll tell you, it's not easy. Having curly hair is not easy by any means. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, a
Yes.
lot of products, and it takes practice.
And
But
a little hair.
yeah,
Yes.
that's hair. It's a lot of work, but it's an unreal feeling knowing that, someone can call you beautiful and yeah, I'm beautiful and I have my natural hair. When I go home, this is how I look. I don't have to worry about, restraining my hair. It's this, what you see is what you get.
Mhm.
And before I wore
Definitely.
my hair curly, I would straighten it till, I mean, my hair was like straw. It was so sad. So, and I remember I would be subjected to, okay, well, I can't really go out in the rain because my hair is going to get frizzy. I can't swim in the pool because my hair is going to get curly and no one sees me like that.
Yeah.
And it just got exhausting,
Right.
pretending and basically wearing a mask. And not to mention, I it felt like a huge insult to my culture. You
Right.
know, I have curly hair, and why wasn't I embracing it? My mom has beautiful curly hair. And why was I trying to be someone different? Why wasn't I trying to embrace my own culture?
Yeah.
And so I think it
Definitely.
took, I didn't start wearing my hair curly until I was 24, 2 years ago. So it took me
Wow.
24 years to realize that and to come full circle and appreciate not only myself and, my body and my image, and but also appreciate my culture and my roots. And I think people kind of forget about that part.
Uh, Zara, all what I'm hearing from you ladies is family, culture, a lot of values that I carry with me.
Very much so.
And I'm happy to hear this because it's, traits that I truly enjoy and I look up to. So thank you for sharing that. I do want to, your previous comment about why they wouldn't teach it in school. I'm not sure if Ashley Churchill, who's watching right now, if she's a teacher in the US, but she says, yes, bring it into the schools and educate our educators. I do think she said also that this is an amazing answer. She was going to bring it up in her next meeting. So, Ashley, if you do have an answer for us, please share it so that we can know why is it where kids are not taught certain things about human trafficking. Is that correct,
Yeah,
Adriana? Is that something that you were asking?
exactly. Yeah, and I work with an organization, the Safe House Project, and they
Mhm.
have a curriculum for people who want to learn. So
Yeah.
the material is out there. It's just presenting it to people and making them interested. And who wouldn't want to be interested in saving children and saving people in general? It's out there. We
Definitely.
just have to learn about it.
Very much so.
Definitely. Andriana, before you leave us here tonight, what is your advice to young girls?
To young girls, I think I think you need to, I don't want to say, love yourself, because you should, appreciate yourself, you should. But take every second into thought. You know, there's going to be a day in a year or 20 years from now where you will remember a specific moment in time, and you want to remember it. You want that to mean something. So absorb every second, take up space in society. The memories that you're making today, make them count, because let me tell you, people are not here to stay. We lose people, it happens, but take that time, make those memories, and I guarantee you, in a year, in 5 years, mark my words, you will remember that moment in time and you will be grateful for what you had with whoever, whatever person or whatever memory, you'll remember it and you'll be grateful for that time because time doesn't stop for anyone. And it's up to us, each and every one of us, to make our time here on earth count. So, how are you making your time count? What are you doing? Take up space, make those memories, and above all, honor your father and mother, honor your family because it all goes back to your family.
Yes, definitely live every moment is what I'm hearing from you tonight. Your message is live every moment,
Yes.
enjoy every moment with your family, and keep some strong values that you've taken from them. Adrianna, oh, first of all, Zara, do you have any other questions for her before she
I think I
leaves us
have a
here
fun
tonight?
one. I just a real fun one, a real quick one before you leave. Are you a sneaker person or a heels person?
Ooh, to be honest, I love my sneakers.
Ah!
Yes.
But I also love heels. So I like to say I'm a bit of both, but um I'm a big comfy person. So I
I
love
love
being
it.
comfortable. I have a dozen of the same hoodies and
Yep.
slippers because I love to be comfortable. But I will say I can turn it on and be glam when I want to be.
I love it. I love it.
Love it. Like you had to end it with such a great answer, just comfy, curly hair, sneakers. I
Yeah,
can't think of a
comfy. Hair
comfy
up.
is definitely the
Work
word
that
of the
bun.
night.
Let me tell
Yes.
you, buns, biggest savior for me. When my hair is out of control, I have about 15 scrunchies in my bathroom. I whip that bad boy up and I'm good.
Well, Adrianna, it was truly a pleasure having you here tonight. I know you will go on to do great things, and I wish you the best.
Thank you
You
so
got
much. It
this,
was
my
such an
friend.
honor.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck next week. Wishing you
Thank
all the
you.
best. We should be social media friends until we can meet in
Yes.
person, and then we go from there.
Yes. Well, I'll drop my handles if anyone wants to follow me.
Perfect.
You can
Yes.
on Instagram. You can find me at Miss NJINTL. So Miss New Jersey International.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yes. Please follow her and let's get some love for her before she leaves us here
Yes.
tonight. I need to see some love in the comments. I
Yes.
need to see any emoji that you truly feel that she deserves. Let's see some love there, guys. Come on, she deserved
Oh,
it. She was
thank
just
you.
totally awesome here tonight. So if you're enjoying her, comments and everything that she's been saying, send us some love. Send her some love, Miss New Jersey, Adrianna. I thank you.
Thank
And
you.
best of luck to you. Have a
Thank you
great
so
evening.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Oh my God.
Sarah,
She is so sweet.
she is. She's
Oh,
definitely.
brought back so many memories watching her crowns and everything. And I'm like staring at my crowns and I'm like, oh, look at that.
Wait, weren't you gonna wear a crown tonight?
I have them all.
Can
Like,
we
I
can
have
we
them
see?
all. I have the Miss Guyana World here.
Oh, let me.
Hold on.
Let's see
Look
that.
at this. Ah,
Wow.
there we go.
I hope Adriana is watching you right now, so that she sees that you had a partner here tonight.
I love it. And then this is the Miss Universe Guyana one.
Oh, wow, I remember that one. 'Cause I
Yeah.
was there when you were crowned Miss Guyana that evening.
Oh gosh, it brings
Wow,
back
so
so
pretty.
many memories. I wish
Yeah.
her so much luck next week. She's going to have the time of her life. Those are the memories she will keep forever.
No, I know that you've been there
Yes.
a couple of times, right? What do you think is going through her mind right now? What do you think is on, like, what is happening in her
Her
world right now?
biggest thing right now, I know for me, it was you can master the stage, no problem. It was always the interview and the final question. But the way she was here, she will knock it out the park. Oh my goodness. She flows so amazingly. She
She's a
speaks.
natural.
She's natural, eloquent, poised. I love it. I love it.
Definitely. Speaking of eloquent and poise, which are
Yes.
some of the traits that you carry, but our next guest, she has some of those qualities as well. My musical guest tonight says not all concrete is rock hard. On her soft side, she can sing and she can provide a spiritual experience through her devotional bhajans. But she can also throw on a pair of boots, roll up her sleeves, and put in the work at her family run concrete company.
Ooh.
She has performed with several successful crossover bands, including BMRZ Empire, where she became the main female frontline act. She is well known in parts of the US, Canada, UK, Guyana, Suriname, and several Caribbean islands. Uh, please welcome Miss Kavita Ramkissoon.
Yay.
Kavita,
Hi, good night,
hello.
everybody.
Isn't she
It's so
gorgeous?
nice to be here.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Truly,
thank you.
truly a pleasure
You
to have
ladies look
you.
beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. So, Kavita, how's your day going?
It was tiring, but I'm okay now.
You're okay. Now, you
Yes,
you s- you work very hard. Do you want to tell us a little bit first about who Kavita Ramkissoon is and really your journey, a little bit about yourself, but really, where you got started and memories, earliest memories of
sure,
Kavita.
sure. Okay, so this is the Get Real show, right? So we're gonna
Yes,
get real.
definitely.
So, Kavita Ramkissoon, born and grew up in the countryside in Trinidad. I've never lived anywhere else. I've traveled all over, but not for long, just to work and come back home to my family. I I went to school in the village right here. It was really nice. I love living in the countryside, to be honest. This is my home. My parents work really hard to send us to school. I am one of five siblings, and my dad, he has his establishment, his business, and now he handed over to the siblings that wanted to take over the business. So the business is not just me, so I'm not going to take all the credit. It's a family business, and
That's
I've been singing since I was 8 years old. Going out with daddy when he going to sing Ramayan. I always with my dad, always. We were very close. My mom usually stayed home with the rest of the kids. I never wanted to stay home. I wanted to go anywhere that he was going. So I used to go, and he just was my inspiration, just seeing him doing that. I say, you know what, I want to be like that. I want to do that. So I started off with little instruments first, and then at home he would take the harmonium and he would sit down with us, and whoever wanted to sing along and learn the songs, we did it. I am actually the only one that took up the talent from my dad.
wow.
So
Great story. Speaking of family business, working in your family business must have its pros and cons. If you didn't
it
do
does.
this, what do you think will be something professionally you will be doing?
Well, a lot of you don't know, but I used to be a substitute teacher at the primary school that I went to. I did that for like 2 or 3 years, and I really loved it. So maybe if I didn't have the company to fall back on, I would have furthered the teaching because I loved being with the kids and they loved me. So
So you would have been a teacher.
yeah.
Great. I mean, the world needs more teachers for sure. So, great choice. I believe Ms. Zara Khan has a question for you at this time.
Ah,
Hi.
how are you? You're
I
so
am great. I
beautiful.
am great.
I love
Oh
it.
gosh, you
Is it
you're
is
gonna
it a
make me
dress or is it a
blush.
top?
You
What?
ladies, we were behind the scenes before the show even started, and one was on, two was, and all I can hear is you guys complimenting each other. How
Of
beautiful
course.
this, like, it was just such a precious moment for me, just listening to everyone speaking to each other, and complete strangers, right? You guys are all meeting each other for the first
For the
time,
first
and there
time.
was so
Yes.
much love and appreciation among you guys. It makes me go back to my initial quote that I started off the night with, which was totally random to you ladies. So it makes it all worthwhile now. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
And
Okay,
don't
so
forget, we did plan on dressing up, okay?
We we sure did. And
let's
you ladies have definitely come through when it comes to dressing up. You all look amazing. So thank
thank,
you.
thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
we are in our little pandemic situation. As far as I know,
Yes.
and correct me if I'm wrong, Trinidad just opened up their borders, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So where is
So,
one place you would love to travel to now that the borders are opened up?
oh man, this is a hard question, because to be honest, I can't pick a place because it's more or less the people that I miss in these places.
Of course.
Yeah. So my best friend lives in New York, and she's actually celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Sabrina, if you're watching.
I hope.
And
Go
yes,
ahead. Please go ahead.
and I've made so much friends along the way traveling to perform, and they became more than friends. They became like family. So I have people all over. So it's Canada, the US, and Suriname. It's a lot. It's a lot. But mainly, I would come to visit my girl in Sabrina for sure in New York. So there you
New
go.
York it is. New York it
New
is.
York.
And definitely when you come to New York, we will be happy to have you here, maybe live in person. We can look, it
Oh,
looks like
she's right there. She's
Sabrina
She's
is
watching.
Sabrina, thank you so much for joining us. And did you say Kavita that it was her birthday?
Tomorrow
Or she
is
has
her
a birthday?
birthday.
It will be her birthday.
Happy
Yay.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Now, with the family history of music, what would you say is your favorite thing about music?
Okay, so personally, if I'm having a really hard time or I'm feeling depressed or just not feeling myself, I sing, and it changes my entire mood. Like everything just goes away. It just puts me in such a loving, happy mood. And I think that that is what I do for people when I sing for them. So that's like the most best moment for me doing what I love to do. And I made a career out of it too. So,
Speaking of singing for people in music, can you give us
mhm.
a little bit of what you're talking about? We can't continue unless we hear something from you. So give us a
So,
little
what
bit. Do you have
about
to
your
do the
favorite
warm
song?
up thing? My favorite song.
If you're happy to be alive, put your right hand in the air. If you're all about the good vibes, left hand in the air. If you're happy to be alive, put your right hand in the air. If you're all about the good vibes, two hands in the air. He tell me he finish work after 10, but he sit down by the bar with his friends. And every time I call he phone, people laughing and I home alone.
What?
Oh,
Amazing.
Love it.
I
I've
think
got like
Zara wanted
literal
to hear
goosebumps.
more.
I have like literal goosebumps.
Oh, I think you wanted more, right?
Of
Yeah,
course, always.
I know. That was just amazing.
Oh,
But you
thank
know what?
you.
We'll save some as we go along, right? What do you think,
Yeah,
Zara?
yeah.
Let's
I
save
think so. We
some.
can't give them it all right now.
No, they have. You know what? As a matter of fact, they have to earn it. Let's see some love for Miss Kavita
Yes,
right now.
yes.
We need to see some love. Right,
Come on,
Kavita?
guys. Show some love and
Yeah,
share the
let's do some love
live.
now, guys. Come on.
Thank
Hey.
you, Sasha.
Navin Singh, thank you. He says you're one of his favorite.
Oh, thank you. They
Lindley
want more.
Ramla says she wants more. He wants more.
He wants more.
The love is coming, guys. You can feel it. I can feel it. I feel the
I
love there.
definitely. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Wow, Shanice. So, where does the inspiration for your music? Where does it come from?
Okay, so I'm also a writer. I write most of my songs. And like any writer, you have to be in that frame of mind and that mood to write. And the ideas just comes on like anytime. So I forget a lot. So once my idea click, it can be in the middle of the night. I'm lying in the bed and I just didn't fall asleep yet. And I think of an idea. I wake up, put the lights on, and I write.
Love it.
Yeah, that's
What
you
if
know.
you're out in the field and you're mixing concrete and that kind of stuff? What do you do with your boots on and your complete gear? What do you do?
Oh, you want to know what I do
Do you
at
know
the
what would you do
factory?
if a thought comes to your head during that time
Oh, well,
about
I
your
always have
music?
my phone. I just record.
Awesome.
Then again, I'm the boss, so I could probably just take a five.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I said there were some pros and cons, right? So
Yes.
definitely there are some pros and cons to it. Um, so COVID has definitely had a huge impact on your music and your business. What are some ways it has affected you, and what have you done to overcome it?
Well, it was very challenging for the company, and financially, it was really tough. Musically, it was the worst. Not being able to go out and do what I love. Imagine working so hard on during the week, and on a weekend I get to go and do what I love the most, which is perform, right?
Yes.
And I didn't have that anymore. It was depressing at days sometimes, and like I said, my family and I are very close, and that's including my siblings. So to pass the time. We spend time together. We have a beach house, so we usually go to the beach house and spend time there. Not everybody fortunate enough to have that, like home away from home to get
Right.
away. And but we had that, so that kept us busy. But like I said, financially it was really tough, and being not being able to do what I love the most, it was horrible. Still, I don't have any gigs. We don't in Trinidad right now. We're not allowed to have any parties or any congregating of any sort. So if you're having a wedding, who's going to hire somebody to come and perform when they're going to have 10 people attending the wedding?
Yeah.
So it makes no sense. And then, financially, people can't afford it as well because nobody's working, plenty of people out of jobs. So it's a really, really tough time here. I am grateful that construction had opened back and we're back in business. So the singing career is on a hold for the while, but it doesn't mean that I am not going to be producing music. Of course, I will do my thing. So.
Wow. Zara, please go ahead.
So, as we're on the topic of business on both sides of it, is there anything in common between concrete and music?
Yeah, it's solid, man. It's solid. It's solid.
Great question,
Yeah, I
Zara.
mean,
Great answer, Kavita.
okay, so the business, right? A lot of people think that um, you know, I'm a pretty girl, just doing my thing, dress up, go out there and perform and all this flashy, nice diva stuff going on. But I'm not afraid to go out there and work hard and earn an honest living. If it means that I have to put on my boots and get my hands dirty, let's just say get my hands dirty. I don't mind that at all.
I love it. I love it.
Me too. Like great answers. I almost feel that you were meant to be in a pageant too, Kavita.
Oh man.
Have you ever thought about
No,
maybe being in a beauty pageant? No. Oh.
no, that's not my thing. I
You would
think that,
surely win the talent portion. I'll give you that.
oh my
Yes.
God, we'll pull that off, but I will be so nervous to go and talk in front of so many people.
You got this.
I always say I'm a singer, not a talker.
There you go. I love that.
Yeah, but it feels like you can handle it. I feel
Well,
like there's
trust me, Shameeza. When I start talking, I don't want to stop,
here you are. Here
But
you
not-
are
But
on
just
Get Real
not-
with Shameeza, and you're doing an amazing job talking. I mean, you have done mostly talking, and you don't seem nervous at all.
It's because I'm talking to you.
So,
And the 5,000 people that watching.
so do you have any new music, any events coming up? Well, I know probably not events, but any new music that's coming out.
So I have a collaboration in planning. I won't give out the name of the person that I'm going to do it with, but it is a Bollywood cover, and it is going to be done in a sort of traditional chutney style.
Right.
So that's the one. And I'm also trying to get in touch to do a collaboration with one of the reigning Guyanese artists. So
Can
I
you give us
got
a
stuff coming.
little clue about the
No.
Chinese artists? No.
No.
There's no clues, there's nothing.
Okay, we'll chat on the side. We'll chat on the side.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
all right, okay.
We will be in the after show, and we will speak to you and do some guesswork.
Okay, all right.
Right, Zara?
And you just need to blink twice.
Yeah.
Just correctly.
We'll do that.
Strictly confidential. We'll keep
Oh,
it
man.
strictly confidential. I do want to take this opportunity to play a little game with you that we play here on Get Real with Shameeza. It's called 6 and 60. It is torment. It is. You have 60 seconds to answer 6 questions.
I'm ready.
You what? You said this was not your thing, man. Come on.
Do this.
So
I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it.
all right, perfect.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm starting the clock. What is your favorite food?
Fry aloo and roti.
Nice. What is your favorite fruit?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. And can you name a city that starts with the letter K?
Let's see, Kingston.
Yes. I think so.
Kingston.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book, Eckhart Hart in New Earth.
And I love that one. What is your who is your favorite actress?
I don't have a favorite.
All right. Next question. What is one makeup item you cannot live without?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
What is one makeup item you cannot live without?
Oh, my compact powder.
You did it.
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
I just feel like, there's more to you, Kavita, that you're not telling us.
There is so much more. Ask me some more questions. Come on.
I will let Zara go next.
Alrighty,
Okay.
let's see here. I did this with our previous guest. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Are you more of a jeans kind of person or a dress kind of person?
Oh, I love a jeans and a sneakers and a crop top. That's
There
me.
you go.
I don't like wearing heels, but I wear it just to perform with certain outfits. But the good thing about being a chutney soca artist, saying soca, you could just put on a boots or a sneakers and just jump around on the stage and perform the hell out of it.
There you go. There you go. I love it.
Sounds like my kind of girl. Speaking
Well.
of just being free and just being in your element. What is one advice that you will give to young people out there that once a lot of people has a passion for music?
Okay,
What would
so
you give
I
to them?
know that most of my followers and my supporters and my fans are little people. Most of them are the youths. The youths, they love Kavita Ramkissoon. I don't know why, but they just love me. So it's like, I have kids of my own, so that's a surprise for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably don't know that. So I have kids of my own. One is 15 and the other is 10, two boys. So I know how youths are growing up and how easily it is for them to get influenced in bad stuff and everything that's happening right now. I would say to all the kids that's listening right now and everybody that's listening right now, um, like I always try to tell people that kindness has no cost to it. You don't have to pay for a smile, and just continue to just be kind to one another because I think that's what we need right now in this really, really hard time. I'm speaking for Trinidad, really. It's such a tough time that we're facing. And I just think that people need to be a little more kind and considerate towards each other. So, to all the youths that's there out there listening, just be kind towards each other and and don't bully each other. So that's my advice because those things affect you a long way ahead. So
Definitely.
yeah,
Well said there. If it almost feels like we're in a beauty pageant, we're asking you random questions. Zara, do
that's
you have
all
any
good.
questions at this time?
Let's see. I don't know. It's great to see, different sides of people depending on the questions that come about. You get their serious side, you get their fun side. Let's see. Ah, who would be like, is there anyone in the past that you have collaborated or anybody in the future that, you're like, oh my God, that this is the one person I would absolutely love to collaborate if it could ever happen?
Locally or internationally?
Either way.
Either way, yeah,
Whatever
either
your
way.
heart desires. There
Damn, I love Rihanna. So
you go.
Great.
I
yeah,
love
That would
so
that.
I mean, I
That'll
would
be awesome.
love to do something. I mean, we're cute, so
There you go.
full confidence. Full confidence. I love it.
so
Uh,
so what
Go ahead.
about a song?
Uh-huh. Oh, ooh,
Another
have they
song?
earned it, Kavita? Have they earned it?
I don't know. Is anybody celebrating their birthdays
Ooh, great
Mm.
question. Do we have anyone celebrating their birthdays? Let's see some comments.
or celebrated their
Birthdays
birthdays
or
this week or
celebrated it?
going to?
Well, I had one of my very dear friends. We have known each other only about 30, maybe 30 years. So we basically knew each other from the crib. We were in the crib when we met because we're barely in our 30s now, you know. Um, so she just celebrated her birthday
Oh
uh,
my God.
so, maybe her name is Shanti, and she just celebrated her birthday. So happy birthday to you, my dear friend. I love you, and I know that you had a great birthday because I was there celebrating with you.
Hey.
And guess what? If she's looking, she's gonna get a birthday song.
Oh, here we go.
And to my bestie, Sabrina, happy birthday, and I love you too, all the way from Trinidad. So here goes. बारे बारे दिन ये आए बारे बारे दिल ये गाए तुझे हजारों सांझ ये मेरी है आरज़ू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू हैप्पी बर्थडे to Happy birthday to you. So everybody celebrating their birthdays. Happy birthday.
Love it. Love it. I see some birthdays. Sabrina, Shanice says that her mom in Trinidad, Mauti Balgobin. I'm not sure if she's celebrating her birthday, but if she is, happy birthday to you. My cousin Trinidad, Gaura Ramatar. So if they're all celebrating their birthday, happy birthday, guys. And that was truly amazing. I love your voice. You have such a strong, it's a strong, but yet it's soft. It's definitely a unique voice that you have, Kavita.
Thank you so much.
With that said, Zara, I am truly, truly grateful to have both of you ladies here. Thank you so much for being here, Kavita. And I feel like you're going to be back on with us in the very near future. You're going to come back to Get Real with Shameeza to share some amazing news, maybe
I
a
would
great
love to.
collaboration.
I would love to. This was so much fun. I don't want to leave you, ladies.
Well, you know what? You don't have to leave us. You don't have to leave us.
Oh,
You can hang right there as we end the show here tonight. Zara, I saw that you recently did some amazing things. Do you want to tell us about what you recently did?
Oh, I'm not sure.
The very
ooh.
fairy tale wedding that you had.
Ah. Yes.
Ooh,
We can't have you back on and not talk about that amazing piece of art that it was just beautiful, fairy tale like. Tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you. So, last year I did, of course, the Muslim nikah, which I married Andy, and we went right into COVID. I was pregnant, and I never really thought I'd get to do my fairy tale white wedding dress wedding. And my mom actually had other plans for me, and we were supposed to do it at my 1 year anniversary in Puerto Rico, but with health issues, not a lot of people could be there. And of course, we were just coming out of COVID. And she actually planned and executed this beautiful fairy tale winery wedding for me. And I got to wear the dress of my dreams. And I was in awe. I was in complete awe. And I'm so forever grateful to her for being able to do that. She says she has one daughter, and I get what she means. You live through your children, and I lived through Arya, and I loved it. It was amazing.
Definitely. So if you want to see how that went down, guys, please follow Zara Khan. Zara, tell us how they can follow you and how they can see this amazing stuff that you've been sharing here on social media.
So I forever, ever, 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 ever have to thank Sajid. Sajid Husani in Guyana is
amazing
one
photographer.
of the best photographers I have worked with. And I will always say that he's one of the ones that capture the best moments with me. And so he was able to recreate the video and the pictures. And so you can follow me on my Facebook page, Zara Khan, or on my Instagram at Life with Zara Khan. And you might also get to see how I'm in the process of doing my daughter's first birthday. So yes, it's a carnival wonderland theme. So you guys will get to see all of that, and it should be fun.
Kavita, do you have a question for her?
No, I'm gonna look at Zara Khan now. So I'm gonna go.
There we go.
Okay, so have
I
a good
hope
night, ladies.
You too. Thank you so much, Kavita.
Kavita,
You're
you
welcome.
did you share with us how we can
Connect with
follow
you.
you and connect with you as well?
Oh no, we didn't. So you guys can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, Kavita Ramkissoon, and on YouTube, same Kavita Ramkissoon. So subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, everyone.
Bye,
Like,
guys.
share, and subscribe. That's keywords here tonight, ladies. It was truly an honor to have you, Zara. You're amazing. I can't thank you enough for being my co-host for tonight, and truly, it was really
You
my
are
pleasure.
such an amazing person. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm always here, and I appreciate you thinking about me in these times. I do really do.
Well, this is not the end for you. It seems like you will be joining us very soon. We have an amazing, we're not going to give out a lot, but we have an amazing show planned in the next few weeks, which you will definitely be coming back as a guest to
Of
tell us,
course.
share some amazing stories with us.
Yes, I will. I do have some things in the works right now, so you guys will get to hear more about it. And if you follow me, you'll even get to see and hear more about it there too.
Follow her. Follow her. Follow her and keep watching Get Real with Shameeza.
Exactly. She has it all. She will, let's put it like this. I'll give a little bit away on my Instagram, but if you tune back in a couple of weeks when I get there, I'll give you the full dirty details.
Dirty details. I like that. I will give you a little bit more. The date is August 25th.
There we go.
Get Real with Shameeza will be on fire, right? Tonight was very exciting, and part of it has to do with you being my co-host. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Perfect. So next week on Get Real with Shameeza, we bring you a couple of stories of determination and persistence. He was a school dropout, then went on to earning his doctorate. I am speaking of no other than Dr. Tumeshwar Budu. We all know him as Guinea's favorite boxer, but is that all to him? We will find out who the real champ Elton Dari is. He's known as our favorite real estate agent, and he seems to love cigars quite a bit. But is there more to Jack Barrett? My musical guest is known as the Guyana Babu, and he is rightfully earned that title. But there is more to him, and you will find out what is next on Get Your Wish, Shameeza. I am no genius, but it feels like whoever put these shows together has a way of being fair. Tonight was ladies' night, and next week will be gentlemen's night. And whoever it is, if it's he or she, they're truly brilliant. So shout out to that person who's putting these shows together, because I don't, it's just amazing. I have been getting a lot of messages about seeing stories of women empowerment and awareness. And I'm happy to say Get Real with Shameeza has listened. The next few weeks, we will be featuring some incredible women and their journeys. Get your tea, get your wine, get your tissues ready. Call your friends and families, even your haters. Call them up. We're about to take this to another level. We have some exciting announcements in the coming weeks, so keep watching and don't miss a thing. Please continue to send your feedbacks and ideas. I do want to announce last week's winner for the beverage. Actually, I will actually post that on my Facebook page. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have the name here right now, but I will get that on so look on my Facebook to see that. We also had a very beautiful sari that we were giving out tonight, and so the winner for that will be posted on Facebook. So follow us on Get Real with Shameeza for both those announcements, and you will be able to see both winners. Tonight's show has helped me to understand that we need to stop making excuses and we need to start living more. I have seen the incredible journey of these women, and I'm grateful that I was chosen to share these incredible stories with you. These women are not only incredible because they survived, but because they choose to live every day, regardless of the circumstances that surrounds them. I would like to thank all my guests, my sponsors, and my co-host for their contribution tonight to tonight's show. This was episode 9 of Get Real with Shameeza. Until next time, stay real, stay empowered. Good night. I love you guys.